That's it. We gotta do it again. There we go. Nah, we're good. Alright, so, to open us up, I would like to bring up some members of the Stephen Stamp Society. So please give a warm round of applause for Matt!
Hey everyone, bear with me because this just happened to me. So I was on my way here, just walking down a path, and this woman is walking in front of me. And then she stops, drops a leaf out of her pocket, picks it up, turns around and stares me in the eyes. Puts the leaf in her pocket and continues walking. Does this happen normally? I'm sorry. What? I have no explanation for what just happened. You're all staring at me like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, the parents right here are just like, I drop my leaves all the time. So, I'm Italian-American. My name is Matt Colozzo. Thank you. And the reason that's important is because Italian-Americans are like the vegans of ethnicities. Meaning that whenever you meet one, eventually you're going to find out they're Italian-American. Like, you go to a restaurant, you sit down, and they start ordering food that doesn't even exist. Prosciutto, mozzarella, that quinoa. You're like, what the fuck? What? These things don't exist. Like, you invite them to Christmas, and they bring their own food, and that's the only thing they eat. I just don't understand the pride. So I live here in Hoboken, and next to me there was like a reckless display of Italian American pride. Like the wanton disregard for anything else was okay. So they have two flags. Yeah, in front of their apartment. One of them, it has the words Italian American across the bottom, and then half the American flag and half the Italian flag. Very clear what that's expressing, right? So in the next flag has half the Italian flag, half the American flag, and it says Italian American across the bottom. What I'm describing are the exact two same flags. Okay, they are right next to each other. I don't understand what the big deal about being Italian is. Like, we don't even have good Italian American idols. What do we have? We have like Christopher Columbus. Not a good guy. We all know, not a good, he didn't even set foot on, mainland America and everything else he did. and what? We got movie stars, we got, De Niro and Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci was in Goodfellas, great movie, and De Niro was in Dirty Grandpa. Good, I don't need to explain why Dirty Grandpa is... Okay, and then there's Emeril Lagasse. Do you guys remember Emeril Lagasse? For those of you who don't know, this is a man whose legacy is based on a cooking show where he did this. Oh, wait, no, it's time to kick it up a notch. Grab the peppermill, BAM! And that's it! The audience would just stand up out of their chairs, yes! Pepper! He did nothing else! He's the BAM guy. Forever. He's outdone by a Flintstones character, Bam Bam. Bam Bam's got two BAMs. He's got one. And he did it after Bam Bam. The most Italian-American person in my life is my father, Michael Colozzo. I thought you were going to clap for that. You clapped for my name. Michael! He's like me, but darker and louder. I don't know. He loves the movie Goodfellas. You seen Goodfellas? That besides The Godfather, that's the other movie that Italian-Americans like. And I'm not sure why, because every character is a piece of shit. So the main character, Henry Hill, starts doing work for the mob, right, as a child, so he has to skip school to commit crimes. And his father eventually finds out that he'd been skipping school because they send you a letter. And, oh, no, that's not okay back then. So, me and my mother and my father are all watching Goodfellas. We're sitting there, and then the scene comes on where Henry Hill gets beaten by his father with a belt. And you know, they just show it. He's getting hit with the belt and everything. And me and my mother are like, oh no, oh. Like, you know, a normal reaction to someone getting beating their child. Here's my father watching the same scene. Yeah, that's right, yeah, that's how they feel! And I don't know how to react. I'm sitting there like, what? Is that going to happen? No, my father never beat me as a child. Except for once. No, I was a little rascal. I had it coming. We have a hallway in our house that you can't see. Like, so I was hiding behind the wall, and I hear him walking down, and I'm getting ready, and I hear him, I jump out, and I go, ah! He goes, ah! I go, right in the face! Never scared him again. That was not advocating for beating your child. 3 parents. Right. But I got him back. I got him back good. So he was just standing in the living room. And I had just been watching a certain cooking show. And I go, and he's just standing there, like, you know, normal stance, you know, not protecting anything. And I go in for the kill. I'm like, hey, Dad, guess what? Bam! Right in the nuts! Oh, what? Like, he punched me in the face! And you're on his side? Thank you so much, everybody. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Chris Fitzgerald, the next stand-up comedian.
Hey everybody! Hi, I'm Chris, but I go by a lot of different names. Some people call me Chris, some people call me Fitz, some people call me Andrew. This wasn't planned. I was so mad when I got here. I was so mad. So have you ever been in a thing where it's like there's like a girl you like or a guy you like, and it's like they won't respond to your calls, they won't answer your texts, but it's like you know that they're like talking to other people, so they're just like flat out ignoring you? I'm going through that with my dad. Right? Like I've been calling him so much, I'm starting to get sick of his voicemail. When I call him, it goes, "Sorry, you have reached Bill, if it's Chris, don't leave a message." He's not available. All right. So earlier today, it's my uncle's birthday, my dad's brother. So I called him up. I was like, "Hey, Uncle Jim, happy birthday. Hope everything's okay." He's like, "Yeah, things are good, but you know, the funeral's tomorrow." And I was like, "The funeral?" He's like, "Yeah, Uncle Al died. Did your dad not tell you?" I'm like, "No, Dad's ghosting me." Yeah. So then he was like, "Oh, I heard about that. I heard about what you did." I was like, "Well, I didn't. What did I do?" He's like, "Listen, Chris, if I were you, I would just apologize." I was like, "I can't. I have no channel to apologize for this." He's not answering his phone. And my dad's being all weird about it. Like, he's making passive-aggressive Facebook posts. Life's so much better without all those fake people in your life. I'm like, I'm your fucking son. Jesus Christ. He's also doing that thing, like, he'll be on his Snapchat story with my other brothers. He's like, just hanging with the best sons a guy could have. I'm like, you put that just so I would see it. Oh my God, but I'm so mad. You know, it's like, I'm done trying to win his affection. I'm like done trying to like, you know, get in there with him. Cause like, he's married. You guys ever take like a health class in middle school? Ever take, some of you, great, healthy people. You ever do, they would have like all those weird exercises, like you guys remember the drunk goggles? Where it would like show you what it's like if you were like drunk? As I've gotten older, I feel like I hate them more and more, because I feel like when I drive drunk, it doesn't look anything like that. Right? There's like way more people on the road and shit. Another thing they would talk about like how to prevent STDs. So a big one is like they call up two people to just kind of like act out this thing where it's like, okay, let's pretend this one person has never had sex before and this other person, maybe they have, but this person's had sex with two people. But maybe those people have had sex with two people and they've had sex with more people. And it was to show how like STDs could maybe spread through a system. But all I got out of that was just like fuck early. Right? Just make sure you're the first one to fuck and then you're good. Right? Like another thing they would do, you guys ever do the thing with where you'd have to like shake hands with other people? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it would be like, they'd have everybody in the class start shaking hands with everybody else, and that's supposed to simulate like sex. But they'd have like one kid who doesn't shake anybody's hand, and that's supposed to simulate abstinence. And they'd have maybe one kid wear a glove, and that's supposed to simulate safe sex. And then they'd have like one kid like leave the room, and he doesn't shake anybody's hand, but he like knows everybody else are shaking hands. And like all his friends start telling him about how great it is to shake hands. And like he's just alone in his room every night shaking his own hand. Pretty soon, maybe sometime in his life, there's an opportunity to shake hands, and he's like, this is it, I'm finally gonna shake hands. And then he says something and he like fucks it up. He like fucks it up and doesn't get to shake hands. And then like other people are like, oh, there's that guy. He's never shaken hands with anybody. And that kid's just like, oh man, like why won't anyone look at me or talk to me, or why won't dad call me back? And it's just like, and like that's supposed to simulate playing Yu-Gi-Oh in high school.
Achilles, the Aristotelian. No one, and I mean no one, can injure me in any way, shape, or form. I challenge anyone and to try.
Jacob, you're insecure and you take it out of your friends.
You're fat. Jacob, you're a goddamn fool. You act kind of like awkward sometimes. It makes everybody uncomfortable. I don't think you consider my feelings. Hector was cuter. Ew. You look like what I imagine a 6th trimester baby would be.
If Hawaiian pizza were a person.
If I had a nickel for every math joke you've made, you'd fucking love that.
I was wrong.
What are you doing to Jacob? Supposed to be like everybody else. I mean, he's the president of this club, for God's sake. He's putting on this show. He's doing his bed. You know, we should be able to stand behind him. You know, like who else would come out wearing Heelys, right? Wearing 19, like whatever it was in 2005, right? That's somewhat cool, but Jacob still does it anyway. I mean, look at this fucking hat. It's not even realistic, but look, he's doing it for all of you. Make sure you think of a better shot.
I hate this. You're on the show. Alright, so hey, welcome to Offcenter Presents Achilles Heelys. So this is a sketch show. This is a series of short, unconnected scenes, and it's supposed to be funny. If you find them funny, please laugh. We would love that. What we would like you to not do, please don't talk. Your conversations are not as interesting as what's going on stage. Don't be on your phone, because if you're on your phone, you're not looking here. If you're not looking here, that makes us sad. But that's about it. So, we're going to kick the show off with a little bit of a challenge. Get Jeff Corson on stage. Jeff is about to partake in the off-center cereal challenge. Can you bring up the bowl? Oh, it gets worse. Jeff must eat an entire bowl of cereal by the time this show is over. Bring out the cereal! We have both Captain Crunch and Oopsall Berry to create just regular Crunch Berry. It gets worse! It gets worse? Yeah! Can you bring out the milk? We have a gallon of whole milk. Oh, God. Obviously, we have not actually done this before. This is the literal first time we're going to try this. And now, bring out the spoon! The spoon! It's so much worse than first. Good luck. And with that, we shall begin our show!
Hi, and welcome back to the Cookie Crumbles. I'm your host, Tanner Vanilla. We are the next Master of Cookies. Contestants?
Hi,
my name is Joe. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I've given up everything to be the Master of Cookies.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm from Des Moines. I've been baking my whole life, ever since my grandma taught me as a toddler.
I'm Amy. I don't really bake, but I will murder who will win.
All right, fantastic. All right, contestants, before we get
Oh, wait, stop. Hold on. Did you not hear her? She said she'll kill people.
and she scares me. Amy, is that true?
Yes, actually. Everybody who gets in my way.
Wait a minute. Amy, is this gun meant to kill people? All right, contestants, you have 30 minutes. Begin.
Amy, do not murder me right now.
I will only kill you if I don't win.
And that's time. Contestants, let's see your creation. So I made sugar cookies.
I made classic chocolate chip.
So I didn't finish, so I'm gonna murder both of you.
What? No, please, no. Congratulations. You've won the new Master of Cookies. Bye, honey. I'm off to work.
Whoa, slow down.
How can I help you, officer?
You know why I pulled you over?
No.
You're going 7 in a 5 zone. That's grounds for a ticket.
Oh, I had no idea I was going that fast.
All right. License and registration, please. You got anything in the vehicle you want to tell me about?
No, nothing.
How about the glove box?
No.
Have you been drinking tonight?
Drinking, it's 8 a.m.
All right, wise guy. Step out of the vehicle for a second.
Hey, no. Alright, well, can you help me out?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to conduct a quick field sobriety test. Please walk in a straight line. All right, you're under arrest for operating motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol.
Hi, Mom!
It's been 30 years since that horrible fishing accident. I didn't know you were still alive.
Ah! The fish!
What?
What's wrong with you? Sorry, that fishing trip, it changed me. I can't look at fish the same way again.
Can you please try not to kill me? Here. Take some.
What the fuck? I a fucking fish? What do I need water for?
I'm sorry.
What's in this bag?
Nothing.
Don't lie to me, son. I can smell evil 1,000 miles away. What's in this bag? If you eat one of these again, I will ensure your eternal pain and suffering.
You know what? Let's calm you down.
You're right. You're right.
I got you some nice soup.
Is that fucking salt?
What's wrong with salt?
Do you know what salt is? Fish shit. Fish shit and jizz in the ocean. They take it, they dry it up, and they put it in your fucking food. Here, eat some fish shit. You know what that is?
Let's go cool off in the living room. You know what? Nice comfy couch
You're
over
right,
there.
Mom. You're right, Mom.
Oh, no.
A fucking fish bowl!
Simon says, show yourself.
Simon, you don't have to do this.
Simon says, stop talking. What? Simon says, jump up and down. Simon says, stop. Simon says, stick out your tongue. Simon says, say you're a little poopy baby. Now, kill your friends. Did they someone say?
Name is John Clark, age 35. He just went into cardiac arrest. He needs a heart transplant immediately.
Jesus Christ, well, is he prepped for surgery?
Yes, he is, doctor. Please, be careful.
I always am. Alright, anesthesia seems to have kicked in. I'm going to begin surgery. Scalpel. Thank you. I am now going to make the first incision.
Doctor, please be careful.
I will. Alright, first incision was a success. I now have access to the breastplate. Saw! I will now begin sawing.
Doctor, please be careful.
Yes, this is surgery. I'm always careful. The breastplate has been removed. I have access to the heart. Scalpel. I'm going to begin cutting out his old heart.
Doctor, please be careful.
Yes, I know. This is open heart surgery. I know to be careful.
Okay.
Alright. I'm cutting the last artery now. Please prepare the transplant.
Doctor, please just be very careful.
I know! I know! My hands are literally in another man's chest cavity right now. Do you think I don't know to be careful?
I'm sorry, I just thought that.
Please, I'm cutting the last artery to prepare the transplant.
Okay.
Alright. Bone heart is disconnected. Hand me the transplant.
Okay, doctor, just please be careful.
I swear to God, if you tell me to be careful one more time!
I'm sorry. I'm just very nervous for this.
Listen, alright, I went to medical school for 12 years. I am a cardiologist. I did not go to school for 12 goddamn years to be lectured on how to do my job, especially by you.
It's just that I want to make sure you're careful.
This man has no fucking heart right now. If he doesn't get a transplant right now, he will die on this table.
I just want to make sure you're ready, doctor.
I am ready!
Okay.
Give me the transplant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, doctor. Just please, just be very careful.
God damn it, nurse! I am being careful! What the fuck do you want from me?
No, doctor, you just stabbed the man in the heart.
Kiddies, all right? Your regular teacher's out, so the name's Joe. Today I'm going to be teaching you about some stuff. You know, February just started. Let's talk about Black History.
Joe, this is AP Calc.
Whoa! Yo, shut your mouth before I roll up the doors to my '78 Camaro. Just shut up and listen, all right? Okay, so you know, Black History. I'm going to tell you about a very famous black leader, Martin Luther. You know, he's over there trying to be king of the juniors. So, you know, he writes his 99 Theses. You know,
August 28th, 1963, puts him on the Lincoln Memorial Church. Okay? So, you know, then he goes to sleep, he gets a dream. He's thinking, oh man, what if the Pope wasn't judged by the content of his carrot juice, but all of his kids?
Are you wrong? That's kind of just all over the place.
Well, the only thing all over the place is he teaches calculus lesson, all right? Okay? So anyway, we're going to talk about another very famous black leader, Malcolm in the Middle. Now, and this is an easy way to remember it. You can always remember Malcolm's in the middle because Malcolm X marks the spot. Malcolm's like, Malcolm's over here like, why is my dad starting to sell blue meth with Jesse Pinkman?
Not only, okay, first of all, I'm not sure what your credentials are. Second of all, you're missing out several different historical characters alongside 2 TV shows featuring Bryan Cranston.
First of all, I respectfully disagree. Second of all, your regular teacher's out, I'm your substitute teacher, so I'm in charge.
Not if we have anything to say about it, substitute teacher.
If it isn't the kids next door!
Don't worry, fellow kids, we will stay here for this terrible minute.
That's fine! We are code guys!
Number 4! Kids next door! Battle station!
Oh, easy motherfuckers! Hey! Oh, I'll cut you back just like FDR was gunned down by Lee Harvey Oswald the octopus! Children down the lane! Oh, fucking biceps! Let's ice these motherfuckers!
So, we're about halfway through the show. So, we're gonna check in with Jeff. Okay, it actually looks like I've made progress. Jeff, like, how are you feeling right now? Like, all the bottom part is all the soggy, gross stuff. This is not good. Jeff, you need some help with that? I probably... Can you bring out more cereal? Jeff, if you don't finish this, no one's getting Amazon gift cards.
Jeff, finish it!
That was a thing! Now they do. Jeff, everyone's counting on you.
Don't fuck this up, Jeff.
Are you
$40 right?
I'm allergic to milk, not lactose intolerant. Does it?
What?
Give it up for Jeff, everybody! Bring up the beginning of the show.
Alright, you are accused of going 50 miles an hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. After considering all of the facts, and the fact that this is your first offense, I've reached my verdict. You are now banned from hamburgers.
I'm sorry. I'm what?
I said, you're banned from hamburgers.
That's crazy. I don't even like hamburgers. Alright?
Alright, let me explain it to you, alright? You can never have hamburgers ever again.
That is cruel and unusual punishment.
Alright, asshole, look. I'm the judge, and I say you don't deserve hamburgers. Alright, now get out of my court.
What the heck was that? Banned from hamburgers. I bet they can't even enforce it. No way.
Burgers, get your burgers here. Come in, get a nice set, huh?
Hello, sir. I would like one hamburger, please.
Oh, well, of course, here you are.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, did you stand?
Get the fuck out of my store!
You ran from hamburgers?
How am I supposed to get out of your store? You're outside! Are you serious? It says right fucking here that you're not allowed to have one.
Listen, it's just a speeding ticket, alright?
Listen, buddy, I don't make the rules, alright? I get a fax every day of scumbags like you who don't deserve to eat hamburgers. Get lost! What? Oh, what's that? Hiya, Stan. Happy 4th. Hey, Jim. How's it going? Pretty good. Can I get you a fresh burger? Yes. Please. There you go, buddy. Yeah, wife got me going vegan last week. You can't even tell those bad Larrys are tofu. Oh my God. So this day get any worse? I thought I didn't like hamburgers. Now I feel like my entire life's been ruined. Oh no.
What? Want burger?
I would do anything for a burger.
We got him, boys! We got him! FBI, you're under arrest for violating your sentence!
What the fuck did I say?
Hi everyone. So for this next sketch, we want to put the power in your hand. And you can choose what the next sketch is. So we have a system where you can text in and you can pick the sketch. We have two options for you. No, it's too early. Go back. It's spoiled. You have two options. Your first option, option 1. Off-center prank calls to Stevens Police. Option 2 is just me doing my math homework. All right, so we got the number on screen. You can take your phones. Text 1 for the prank call or 2 for math homework, and it's gonna update live.
But you told me not to have my phone now.
All right, so we're getting some for prank calls. All right.
I feel cheated.
Hold on. Hold on. All right, so everybody clearly wants to see me doing my math homework. Just do that. Do it. Whatever. We thought you would like do the prank call. That's like the fun. But here it is. It's just me doing math. This is 45 minutes long. You voted for this. Think about what you've done.
Alright, here we are. Spooky abandoned house on the hill.
I don't like this, man. I think we should go back.
Dude, sounds like it's about to rain. You better fix it.
All right. All right. I don't like it in here.
Dude, just chill out. It's fine.
Holy shit!
Dude, it's just thunder. Stop being such a big baby.
I am not being a babe.
All right, sure. All right, what the fuck was that? Get the right thing. Okay? Sorry. I'll find by yourself. You want to just do that again? Yes. All right. Sorry. Dude, come on! What? Get the right thing! Alright, you want fucking tickets? Wait, I have something. It is time for one last check-in with Jeff. Jeff! Jeff, you're gonna have to. Jeff, stop!
Amazon gift card!
I didn't say that. Hey, Jeff, go like throw up. Jeff, I gotta wash up and stuff. I'm Jeff, I'm just gonna keep it like a dog. Good Jeff. Woo! He did it! He's probably gonna die. You can look at him. That's why you should watch where you shop.
Haha, thanks, Fred. And when we come back, alarm clocks, are they more trouble than they're worth? Thank you, stay with us.
Alright guys, 5 minutes. Yo, Chad.
What's up, Brett?
Yo, you fuck?
What, fuck?
Yeah, you fuck?
I mean, yeah, sometimes. Do you fuck?
Nah. Nah.
Hey, Steve!
Yeah, what's up, Chad?
Ask him.
Yo, you fuck? Yeah, fuck. Chad, do you fuck?
Yeah.
Brett, do you fuck? Nah.
Nah.
Hey, Amanda!
Yeah?
You fuck? Yo, you fuck?
What?
Louder! Yo, you fuck? Yeah, you fuck?
Woo! Yeah! You fuck!
Nah. So alarm clocks. We use them all the time, but are they?
Ask him.
Hey, America! Yo, you fuck?
Alright, we got Cindy from Illinois. You're on the line.
Hi. So I use alarm clocks every morning, and I gotta say, it definitely stresses me out.
Yeah, but do you fuck?
Fuck?
Yeah, you fuck?
I mean, sometimes. Mr. Winters, do you fuck?
Yeah.
Mr. Richards, do you fuck?
Nah.
That's Jamie with the weather.
Thanks, Chad. Well, it's going to be a real scorcher this weekend. You're definitely going to want to bring your parasols, and definitely don't forget your swim trunks. And what? Do I pop? Yeah.
forward without him won't be easy, but if there's one thing I've learned from my father, it's strength. This man came to the country with nothing. He worked 2 jobs day and night to support our family. Not once did he complain or show any weakness. He would always say, if my wife and kids are happy, then I'm happy. He was constantly making sacrifices for us. He had that same old pair of New Balance sneakers for years to make sure we could afford new clothes for school. Even when he retired and had plenty of money, he'd still wear those same sneakers, and no matter how many times my mom tried to throw them out. But now he may have passed, but he certainly isn't gone. He lives on within us. Whenever I need strength, I live here with him. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. We will now have one final send-off for Jamie Laswell.
Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Our students have worked very hard to tell you the story of our Savior, so I hope all of you enjoy.
And a decree went out from the Emperor Augustus.
I'm Emperor Augustus. I've sent all my followers to the town of their ancestors so they may count my subjects and collect my tax. Silent night, holy night.
Well, once they were there were so many travelers, they couldn't find a place to sleep.
Greetings, Tommy, innkeeper. We would like to stay at your inn.
What? Oh! Sorry, there is no room at the inn. You're gonna have to stay at the stable. You can stay there with all of the animals. You can go to the stable now.
So, Mary and Joseph wrapped the baby Jesus in bands of cloth and lied him in a manger.
Go, Marissa! Doing great, sweetie! We don't have cloth. Alright, so, can you say something else?
So, Mary and Joseph but they did lay him in a wig. Oh, and then the three kings came, and they brought gifts of gold.
Oh, wait.
And mirror.
That was my cue. Oh, shit!